That usually doesn't, you know,
Well, good. We can practice.
put it up and they shall come. Okay. All right. So let me tell you where I'm at here. Okay. So look at this bundle. See this bundle? This and this are both from my regular bolts.
Hang on just a second.
Hello, hello.
Okay. We're cooking with gas now.
Okay. All right. So this stuff on the back and this one here are from regular bolts that I have.
Mm-hmm. Those are beautiful bundles. They really are. Those
This
are
one
gorgeous.
is a sample, and I love this raw silk.
Oh yeah, that's that's gorgeous.
And then I just put in there's some hem tape in here, some seam tape,
Mm-hmm.
and some beautiful. Did you look at this ribbon? Look at that.
Yes, that's gorgeous.
Oh, I love this stuff. So I have that, and but I only have one bundle like that. And then
So how much for that one?
I'm not sure yet, but this is these are also all of these are actually also bolt.
They're
You should,
also what?
these are all bolt. You should see the bolts for these things.
Wow.
Like Hubbard was ticked at me because I'm like dragging around these like 5.5, 6 foot tall bolts.
God. That
So
was
I
at the estate sale?
no, these are just ones that I've had.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
Hi, honey. How are you?
Hey Nina, how are you?
And this one, I put this like really dark blue. It's almost black piece of raw silk in. Was the
That's
last I had of
beautiful.
it. But
Very beautiful.
for the most part, these are all the same. One, two, three, four, five. I've got five, six that are four that are identical. Then three, two that have this other lace in them, but they're the same fabric.
Mm-hmm.
And then two oddballs.
But they're but every one of them's gorgeous.
Yeah, they're all going to be, I think they're probably all going to be like the same price. And then I have 9 more bundles out in the studio that I put together the other day.
Yeah.
So that's nine. One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8. So there's 17 bundles total.
Wow. That's a lot.
And they all have the hem tape or the seam binding or something in them.
They all have the what?
They either have the hem tape or the seam binding.
I gotcha.
And some of them have both.
We're pretty good, Nina. I am presently waiting for my new friend Barry to go through. He's been parked over us for most of the day. Not completely. The eye still hasn't passed. I think that'll be tomorrow, but we've been lucky. We've been blessed. South Louisiana has been hit really, really bad. And thus far, I mean, it's a steady rain, but it's not like torrential downpours or anything. So if it'll just stay like this, we will be good.
So I got a new die cut too today.
Hey, do you have that shoe handy so
Oh
I can
yeah.
look at it? Huh?
The shoe or the boot?
Both. I want to see if they're the ones I thought.
Okay, well, I have the shoe. Now this one, I do have another one coming. So if it's not that one that you were thinking of, it might be the other one.
Okay.
And I also ordered like 3 new Mardi Gras masks.
That's beautiful.
And let me see the boot, the boot, the boot, the boot, the boot, the boot, the boot. Oh, I know you're in here. Here it is. Well, the ones I cut all the time, I keep on the desk. So that's the boot.
So pretty.
Is that the one you were talking about?
Nope.
Oh.
Thanks, Nina. Yeah, we're all right.
Are you talking about the one that looks more like a typical vintage boot and you see like the front of it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Actually, the one that I saw was like a witch. That's it. That's the one. I love that. It's so witchy looking.
That curl-toed boot. Didn't I just send you some of those?
No.
I thought I did.
No, I got the dragons and the fairies.
There?
Huh?
I didn't put any boots in there. I thought I did.
No.
Do you like your fairies?
I love them, and I love the eyes. Uh-oh.
What did you break?
Nothing. My laptop was just running low.
And I got this one, and I got to see if it fits through my machine.
You got a what?
I got this new one, and it's kind of steampunky, and I have to see if it fits through the machine.
What you doing tonight, Nina?
She's hanging out with the cool kids.
I saw that.
She's hanging out with the cool kids.
That one is beautiful too. I love that. The steampunky one. That is so cool.
I got this one just for Kennedy.
She will have a cow over that. She'll love it.
Yeah, so I have to cut these 3 because I haven't cut any of these 3, and I have to see if they cut.
Because most steampunk, I'm like, okay. It's clock watches and, clock faces and gears and kind of is all the same, but that is beautiful. Very unique. All of those are really pretty.
Well, I don't just go on and like order stuff, you know?
Right. I hear you, Nina. What movie were you watching? I just can't watch movies. If I do, I have to do it like in increments. It's hard for me to sit still and focus on one thing.
It'll fit. Yes.
Good.
I like when a plan comes together.
The Dark Mile? Trying to think. I know I've heard of that. Can't think of who's in it though. Oh God, that felt good. One thing about this storm, it is really messing with my arthritis. Good gosh. Who's in that, Nina? It's driving me nuts now. Just amazes me how these die cutting machines work.
Yeah, they're a pain in the butt, trust me.
Yeah, but they do such fabulous stuff. I mean, imagine the crafting world without die cut. It just doesn't make any sense. Does it have like suctions on the bottom to make it?
No.
Oh.
Well, my little one does, like, so it doesn't move around. The little one does, but to be honest with you, like everything else from Tim Holtz, it only works halfway. All right.
Yeah, I've looked. I did want. Oh, sorry. I did want one of those vagabonds in the worst way. But I just don't know that it's worth it.
If you can pick it up for $20, it's not that bad of a deal.
Hey,
But
Esther.
But you can only cut really small dies with it. And then you get the joy of doing this.
Is that better, Esther? Hey, Linda.
Hi, JD.
Hi, JD.
Hi, Linda.
We didn't know we were coming on tonight either. It was kind of a accident.
We were bored. And this is the only way I can keep track of her in the storm.
Grinning Ferretta. So y'all can't hear me? It's not louder now?
I can hear you fine. What the hell?
Yeah, it's almost 11 here, JD.
$11? It's
Yeah.
like 9 here.
Huh?
It's like 9.
I know. Y'all are so far behind. Like, when the world ends, y'all aren't even going to know it for like 2 hours.
Okay, this die is definitely like one of those I'm going to have to cut with a dryer sheet.
What you mean?
The really steampunky one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm going to have to put it through a dryer sheet.
Why? What does that do?
It kind of loosens it up when you cut it.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like it puts like a coating on the die itself. And so like the next 2 or 3 cuts you make with it, it comes out a whole lot easier.
Uh-huh.
Because this little sucker, yeah. This little sucker's welded in, man. It does not want to come out of here.
Uh-oh.
I mean, it will, but it's just being a pain in the behind.
Esther, it hasn't been bad here at all. I mean, our electricity went out this morning, or this afternoon rather, and stayed off for about 3 hours. But other than that, I mean, they came right out because the weather. If it's like really bad weather, they can't work on the wires and stuff. But it wasn't bad weather, and they came out and fixed it. Took them about 15 minutes, and poof, they were gone. And it blinked one time after that, and it's been fine ever since. It's been the weirdest thing because this morning they had a map of Louisiana, and they were showing, I would say, a good 2/3 of the state in pink, meaning that that part of the state was going to have power outages. And it was just the strip from Shreveport down to Lake Charles, excuse me, that they were showing that we're going to be out. And now it's still, I don't know if it's just that the bad part hasn't gotten here yet, or I don't know. But so
Okay.
far,
So Laura, I put that up there. It should be coming up any second.
What?
That steampunk dye.
Oh, there. Oh, it's beautiful. Look at that. That is gorgeous. I love the little thing at the top that you twist like a
Yeah, the little key.
That is too cool. Kennedy will crap herself when she sees that.
I know.
Because it is so unique. She'll love it.
I just wish we could see her little face when she sees it.
I know.
All right, entertain everybody. I'll be right back.
Okay. So, Esther, how about y'all? Are y'all getting any weather or anything? We are getting some gusty winds, but nothing like I expected us to get. Y'all, isn't this sad? I finally got a bone folder. I've never had one before, and now I'm like, because I kept thinking, hell, I can use a highlighter. I mean, what's the big deal? But I love this thing. I totally see why everybody needs a bone folder.
I told you there are just some things in this world you got to have, babe.
Yes, Esther, aren't the cooler temperatures nice? Oh my God. So much nicer. I have, what do you call it? Gesso all over my hand.
Okay. All right, let's see if that improves its attitude. I just ran it through the machine with the excuse me. I just ran it through the machine with the dryer sheet.
Will that help?
So we're gonna find out. Because I only got one of these because it's one of the ones I'm gonna put like you can order the die cuts.
Mm-hmm.
And it's gonna kind of suck if it like takes me 10 minutes to cut one and get it out of the.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's poke this puppy and see what happens.
Els Esther wants to see the round fairy cut.
Yeah, I'm going to cut that one too. These are all the new ones, Esther, so I'm just trying them out because I never put them in the store unless I try them out first.
She doesn't want to sell defective products.
Nope.
That would not be good.
No buenos.
I'll be right back. I need a drink.
Okay. All right, I'll be here waiting. Okay, well, that's not too bad. All right, so that came out a lot easier with the dryer sheet. Not fantastically easy, but easier. Okay. Yep. All right. Next up. Fairy head. And shoe. There we go. Whew. That was painful. All right. Let's see. Okay, Esther, give me a second. I'm getting it out of the mold right now. Oh, it's party so far. Brushing it out. All right, let's get this puppy out of here. Now this one releases nice and easy. Okay. Okay, hold on, Esther. Okay, give it a second. It'll come right up. Yep. Pokey, 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 pokey.
Oh, lots of pokies on that one. Does anybody else like V8s?
I'll eat my veggies, thank you.
I like to eat them and drink them. I love V8s. Love them.
Okay, Laura, you might lose your shit on this one.
Hmm?
You might lose it on this one. Like, I didn't think this was going to be like your cup of tea, but now that I've cut it, oh my God, girl.
I like the fairy one. I think the fairy one's really pretty.
Give it a second. It'll come up. You like that one, Esther? It's going to go in the shop, babe.
Oh my gosh.
I told you.
Pretty.
I told you.
That's gorgeous.
Like, there is no way that I thought that shoe was going to be in your spectrum.
Oh, hell. I love it.
But as soon as I cut it out, I was like, oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
I look at the little tiny detail on the heel at the bottom and everything. Gorgeous.
The vines growing around the heel. That's gorgeous.
Yeah. And the scary thing is I have another shoe coming that's even more intricate than that.
Wow.
And I ordered like 3 or 4 more masquerade masks.
Uh-huh.
Other than the one we already have in stock.
Cool.
My mother used to love V8. Like, love, love, love V8. I could never, it's tomatoes. I can't do it. I don't know why. Like, I can eat ketchup. I can eat ketchup.
Mm-hmm.
I can eat spaghetti sauce.
Mm-hmm.
I can eat pizza sauce. I can eat tomatoes. But to me, the words tomato and juice just don't go together. I would consider that a vintage shoe, yes.
Yeah. Hey, Laura.
I don't know. I might list it as a floral shoe. Because it is kind of vintage, but it's more floral, and I don't want people to get confused with the boot.
Yeah.
And I still have that other shoe coming. Which, you know, I ordered this, like the Circle Fairy. The order date on that was, let me look, July 8th. And today's the 13th. I got that sucker from China in 5 days.
Damn.
They love me.
I didn't know that was possible.
It is.
I used to do that too, Nina.
Absolutely, Nina. And I've done it too, especially like when I'm making like a cold soup. I can drink V8 as a cold soup. I just cannot drink just V8 or tomato juice.
See, I can't eat cold soup. It grosses me out.
But there are soups, Laura, that are designed to be cold.
Right. I can't do them.
You can't do them?
Mm-mm.
See, I could eat soup for the rest of my life. I love soup.
I do too. I love soup too. I'm a soup person, but not cold.
Oh my God. And that soup that Hubbard made the other day when I was sick was so freaking good. Oh my God. He did. And it was the first time he's ever made soup.
I make a chicken noodle soup, but instead of noodles, I use orzo.
Yeah.
And put a little bit of kale in it.
Yeah, Linda, that'll fix it. I'll just throw some vodka in there.
See, I love Bloody Marys. Bloody Marys are my favorite.
That was me and my mother. We'd go on cruises.
Mm-hmm.
All the time. My mother loved to cruise. And when she didn't have her cruise buddies to go with her, she'd drag me along. Oh, my God. We were just totaled the entire trip.
Oh, my God. I bet y'all were something to behold.
Oh, she used to pay for the excursions. And I was
Mhm.
like, Ma, come on, we could just go and hang out. Like we could go to Senior Frog. We're in Mazatlan. She's like, no, we go on the tour. Why? Because they do a head count. We're gonna get back to the ship.
Smart woman.
We got on one in San Diego one time, and it was like it was an open bus, like with those trolley car buses. And it had like these little tiny seats, and two people are supposed to fit on there. Now I'm a fat ass, and so was my mother. And she was already toasted. She's like, sit with me, sit with me. And she made me sit on the outside. And this sucker was driving at like 45 miles an hour. Every time he took a corner, I ended up in the aisle.
Oh my God.
It was so bad. The lady next to me, she goes, do you mind, honey? I said, no, she put her foot on the side of my seat. And I got some pictures.
Oh my God.
There's this thing down in Cabo called La Bufador.
Oh my Lord. What is that?
La Bufador actually translates to the blowhole. And it is a naturally occurring blowhole in the rocks when
I think I've seen that.
when the tide comes in, the water comes up, spits, and well, there's a little like wall there. Okay, now this is Mexico, so there's not like somebody standing there going, don't do that. My mom gives me this $1,500 35 millimeter camera, and she goes, go out there and get a good picture. And I'm like, okay. So I climb around the little fence, and I'm like standing there. She goes, no, go further. I am literally holding onto a rock over the top of La Bufador, waiting for it to erupt in my face.
Oh my gosh.
Taking a picture.
All for a picture. I hope you still have that damn picture.
I do.
See, I'd have been like, you go take it.
No, she had artificial knees.
Oh, I'd have still been like, you go take it.
And it was before I broke my back. So back then I was like,
okay, well, that's different.
I was better. Mm-hmm. If I fell, I could still swim.
True.
If her fat ass fell, I'd have to dive in after her. Okay, so yes, I'm definitely going to keep these. The shoe is going to be strictly a die cut.
Where's the boot?
Huh?
Where's the boot?
The boot?
The boot.
I put it away. You want to see what it looks like when it's cut?
Please.
I have like 100 of those cut.
You'll sell the hell out of those at Halloween.
Oh, I know.
Nina, I've always wanted to try making homemade noodles. I've never tried it, but I would love to.
Esther, weren't you asking about those little mini doilies that Stacy was using a while ago? I think it was Stacy who was using them, and you were asking about them, and she said she didn't know where she got them. Because I think I might have them. All right. Here's the boot. Let me get this box out of the way. So that's the boot. Okay.
Look how pretty. Oh,
I was. Go ahead.
I love that. Love it, love it, love it.
So Esther, I was going through a bunch of my die cuts and organizing them, and I came across some, and I think they're the ones that you're looking for. So let me see if I can find them right now, and I'll put them up, and you tell me if they're the ones you're looking for, honey. It just takes a minute. I got this big old box to go through.
Okay.
Ooh, and Laura, I got that other one back in for you too.
Which one?
You'll see.
I hate it when you do that.
I know, but you love me.
I know. I do.
Where the hell did they go?
to show you the page that I did in my, is it in this one? Yes. I really like how my page came out.
Okay. And then let me move this thing out of the way here. All right. All right. So there's yours, Laura. And I'm actually going to turn it over because it's actually more visible on the other side.
What y'all think? It's a pocket. Oh, I was holding it upside down. Crap.
Okay. So Esther, honey, tell me if these are the ones you were looking for. I'm going to put them white side up so you can see them better.
Look how pretty.
But if that's what you're looking for, Esther, I have that set of 4. Now, I did order some more, and they're bigger doilies, but they haven't come in yet.
Those are really pretty for doilies.
Yeah.
Those are perfect size for journals.
Yep. And then I have this mask, and I just ordered like 3 or 4 more. These make really good ephemera, these little doilies.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're perfect.
And like if you see the colored side of them, like I cut them out of some really nice paper. And so these are like fantastic for making ephemera out of. But I did order like 2 or 3 different more masks. And I did get the moon in because mine broke. I was so mad.
JD, you caught that, didn't you?
Hi, Jamie.
Hey, Jamie.
I need some doilies.
Pasties.
Pasties. I'm so glad we're never censored at night.
See, these are our people. This is our tribe.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
This is the rest of the insanity crew?
The early crowd is just too stuffy for us.
So yeah, on this, what happened was when I was cutting this last time, it literally snapped off like the top point of the moon.
Uh-oh.
Yes. So I had to order another one.
That mask is beautiful.
And I like sent the order, and then like within an hour, because I did it in the middle of the night, of course, I get an instant email from the guy. And he calls himself Gary. I'm sure his name's Chen or something.
Right.
But he's like, you ordered that already. You sure you want more? And I was like, yeah, I broke it. What do you mean you broke it? It broke. Where did it break? At the top. He's like, send me a picture. I sent him a picture. Now, I ordered that thing like 6 months ago. He sent me a new one for free.
That was very nice.
But I order like, hundreds of dies from the guy a week.
You are a very important customer.
I am. He likes me. Yep, so I like the round fairy, so I think I'm going to order some of those for the shop too.
Yeah, they're very pretty. I could see those being very popular.
And I'm also going to put them in the regular die cuts, I think. See that? New life for a checkbox. See, now I got to get rid of these.
What you got to get rid of?
All these weird die cuts.
Oh.
I now have random die cuts.
What weird die cuts?
Well, let's see. I have a shoe.
What kind of shoe?
The frilly one I showed you.
Oh. Well, people are going to love that.
I know. I try really hard when I buy them to like think about the people that shop in my store. What are they going to want?
Mm-hmm.
And so I don't get like any regular shapes or anything because those you can buy. You can get those all over the place.
Right.
So I always try to like get the different stuff. But every now and then, like I could not go without buying a bubble. I had to buy bubbles. I had to have a die that cut out bubbles.
I like bubbles. Okay, Janie told me to check the chat. Oh, hey, Kennedy.
Baby K here.
Wait until you see what I sent you. Message. Uh-oh. Well, Janie, I'm using my phone right now to, that's what I use to record, so I can't check my messages right now. What is that bug? Oh. I'm sorry.
Yes,
I'll check it as soon as we get off, though.
Hold on, Laura. I'll be right back. Oh.
Kennedy, y'all are having another party tonight?
My canes has arrived. Cool.
Your canes?
Yes.
About Willis?
I love Cane's chicken.
Okay, Janie, I'll check later. Thank you.
What did you do? You did something wrong.
JD, do you have any little doilies? Because that's what everybody wants. Oh my goodness. What have you got, woman?
Cane's chicken.
I love canes. Did you get sweet tea to go with them?
Yeah, it looks like he got him some sweet tea.
They have the best sweet tea. I love it.
He got me the Caniac. I love their bread.
Mm-hmm. My aunt loves their bread.
It's so nummy.
Nina, you've had canes? They're originally from New Orleans, from Louisiana.
All right. All done running around.
Thank you, honey.
Harry, stop clawing up the fucking couch.
Okay. Making sure I didn't miss anybody and going back through.
Okay, so
Yeah,
I got.
that's right. That's exactly how canes came about. It was a business class project.
I got your lemonade.
Thank you.
Figured you might want some lemonade.
Thank you.
A little something different than your standard Dr. Pepper all the time. I know it might send your system into shock. Please be careful.
You know, Laura keeps trying to convince me the same thing.
Lemonade.
Draw.
Oh, okay. I didn't know about the dog.
Straw.
Yeah, it's his dog's name. That's where the whole thing came from.
What?
Canes.
Oh, yeah.
Nina, isn't Fort Collins up by Loveland?
That is for me. I love you.
Of course you love me, and of course that's for you. As if there was ever any doubt.
I gave you my
Where's
extra.
mine?
You're not here.
Ooh, you forgot your wet wife.
No. Physically here, you get shit. Not physically here, you don't get squat. It's the way it works. I got you the combo, okay?
Thank
That
you, honey.
rule doth sucketh the big one. Just saying.
It's all good.
No, Kennedy, we have White Castle, but I've never been.
Actually, neither have I.
What, White Castle?
Yeah, I've had them, the freezer ones. Not really that impressed.
No.
And I've never been to an actual White Castle's.
We used to go to White Castle when I was a kid back east. My mom had a thing for it when she was drunk.
I think a lot of people do. I think when you're drunk, your quality meter goes down.
That would explain why there's that, like, the bar closed at 2, at 3 o'clock, the Denny's is standing room only.
Yes.
Exactly.
And I've worked there.
The line is wrapping around the Taco Bell.
And I've worked at Denny's.
And the Waffle House.
I've worked at Denny's. I've worked at Perkins and Bob Evans. So, yeah. Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Yes, White Castle is nasty, but when you're drunk, it's good.
So is dirt.
Mm-hmm.
There's a place in Buffalo called Louis Texas Red Hots. They've got several locations. It's actually not half bad. Scum dogs with cheese. Nummy. Nobody knows what's in the sauce, but they make some hellacious gyros too.
All right, go away, because you're making me starving, and now I'm losing my craving for chicken.
I got you the cognac. It's got all the fries and everything else in there for you, dear. I can't, yeah. Got you covered. There's food.
Kennedy, is that a real town? White Castle, Louisiana?
Yes, it is, ma'am.
Yes. Hey, honey. I know I had other items in this bag.
Oh, they're right there.
Yeah, okay. Your items have been mailed. Your soda replenished. And I even got orange juice in case you should so desire for breakfast in the morning.
Make her drink V8s.
I don't have bacon, dear. I got sausage.
He's not crazy enough to make me do anything. There, I drank lemonade. Are you happy?
Crazy enough to make you do what?
Nothing.
I told her she needs to drink V8s.
Yeah, that's not happening. I'll drink them, only if there's vodka.
Well, mine doesn't have vodka, but
I'll drink a V8 as long as there's a good vodka either in it or a chaser. Don't give me that celery crap. I'll throw that at you.
That's for stirring.
no, that's how I order my Bloody Marys. I order a Bloody Mary with groceries. I want a celery stick, a pickled green bean. What else? lemon, lime,
I was just
uh,
gonna say fully loaded.
olives.
Yeah, fully loaded sounds. Yeah.
Can I have ketchup?
We say with groceries down here.
Oh,
A Bloody Mary with groceries.
See, I used to enjoy making frozen slow Southern screws.
Yeah, I used to order those, but
Slow gin, Southern Comfort vodka, orange juice, and it's slushy.
I was gonna say with grenadine.
No, that's what the slow gin's for.
yay!
Oh,
Kennedy
okay.
19 Hells.
Slow gin gives it the color.
Kennedy, I am not surprised that you think V8 is the absolute worst. That does not surprise me one bit. I've never heard you talk about eating vegetables since I met you, young lady.
Right there. Three comments up. She has their mashed potatoes.
That's a starch. That's not a vegetable. Same with corn. My buddies, three men that I know that are close friends of mine, will not eat vegetables. They'll eat potatoes and corn, and I'm like, those aren't vegetables. Those are starches. They don't count.
Corn is also the only food on the planet that the human body reassembles.
Hmm. That's one way of putting it.
Look, you can eat creamed corn if it's going to come out whole on the other end.
True.
Not the green part, but the corn will.
The only thing about V8s is they make me thirsty.
So what the hell is the sense of drinking a drink that makes you want to have a drink?
I don't know. They just taste good.
Eh.
If it had vodka, it would like thin it out, and I wouldn't be as thirsty. But I'm really not wanting a headache, and I really don't want to wake up in the morning without power and have a hangover. So
Look,
there is way too much land here for the birds to hide my body.
look, I'll take a V8 if you let me order it my way.
Did you let the boys out? I asked you to let the boys out while I was gone.
It's Laura's fault.
Okay, I'll
My fault. Man, everything's my fault at your house just like it is here. I feel right at home over there.
I'll drink the V8 if you let me order it my way. And basically what I would want would be like a tequila Mary minus the Mary.
So, tequila.
And they can keep the training wheels too.
I can honestly say there is not a vegetable that I don't like.
Ginny, thank you for finding that link for Esther. I can't do it when I'm online.
What was she wanting a link to?
The little doilies.
Oh.
It is literally a set of 4. And I don't have any in my shop right now.
Okay, I gotcha. You know I'm a doofus.
No, you're not, honey.
And see, I can't eat okra unless it's not slimy. It needs to
Ew,
be
okra's gross.
or huh?
Okra is gross.
Not if it's fried.
It's slimy. I don't care how you cook it.
And it's not bad pickled either.
You're gonna make me chuck my canes. Lord. I swear these spools are like never ending.
I agree, Esther. It must be fried. I can't stand it when it's slimy. Although I do like oysters, okra and tomatoes,
Mm.
especially if you add chicken and some sausage to it. Then it's like a sauce piquant. That's a coon ass dish.
A coon ass dish.
Mm-hmm. Like a Cajun dish.
Mm-hmm.
It's really good.
So I've been working on this knot for 2 days, and I think I got it mostly out.
Good. Okay, y'all. So you know that Els has this mystery swap thing where she sends you like one item and you have to figure out something how to make it. Well, did I tell y'all what she sent me? This is what I got right here. See this box? This box was at an auction. And
Technically, to her.
she and I both were at the same auction, and I was like, what's in the box? And somebody said, those are piano rolls. And I'm like, what does it look like? Because I had never seen one. I didn't know what. So she opens the box and she shows me this, and I'm like, oh, cool. Okay, what is it? And they explain that it's the paper that they use whenever they do like the old uh, what do you call them?
Player pianos.
Player pianos, yes. And it's beautiful paper. It's very it's kind of brittle. It's obviously very old. And it has these cool markings. And what? I don't know what that says.
Usually it's the chords.
Oh, well, it says cute, New York, Nin, a pick, voice, piano, 603. I don't have any idea what all that means. Tempo 80. Allegretto, moderato. Wait, how does that go? Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto, domo. Anyway, I hate Sticks. Hated that song. But so anyway, this is my challenge. I'm supposed to make something with this. Whoopsie. I broke it. Did I break it? I think I broke it.
Now you just slide it back in.
Are they supposed to come out?
They will come out. You can just slide it back in. No big deal.
Oh, okay. Okay. Anyhow, this I have to figure out what I'm going to make and send it back to her. She is an evil, evil woman. Because I have no clue what to do with this. And you hear that evil laugh? I hear that.
I'm not evil.
No, she's quite the opposite of evil, but
I'm diabolical.
she is diabolical. That is a much, much better word to use describing Bima/Els. I'm reading the chat. So, JD, what are you going to do with your piano roll? Just, just asking, just curious.
So last night during the live stream,
Mm-hmm.
Jody IMs me through Facebook, and she's like, I sent your stuff out. And I was like, okay, because she got hers like a couple of days ago.
Right.
She goes, well, I sent out your challenge. I said, okay. She said, well, I sent you 2. I said, okay. She goes, and I sent a suggestion. I said, you can't do that. It's against the rules.
Oh, my Lord. So she was telling you what to make her.
Yeah. Right.
That's funny. I love Jody. She's so sweet.
Yes,
She
she
really
is.
is. She's a sweetheart.
But I mean, it's right in the rules. There's
Look,
only like
you made up your own game. She made up her own game.
But it's my game. You got to play by my rules.
I can dig it. That's funny. Jody's funny.
I had to modify the rules as the game evolved because people were weird and started sending me some really stupid stuff. And there's just, there's a couple of rules.
Yeah, you did make sure and say, you've got to change your evil ways, baby.
No.
No, I was just reading Laura Vasquez's chat.
I had to do it because it happened. People were sending me and I was like, no. There are 4 things you never send Els. Hello Kitty. No, I will destroy that live on the air.
Well, I agree with that one.
Do not send me glitter. Els does not like glitter. I also do not like sequins. As far as I'm concerned, that's just bigger glitter. And under no circumstances are you allowed to send Els doilies.
Oh, I know better. Your favorite is pink doilies.
That's right.
That's what makes you really happy.
Mm-hmm. Especially if you hit them with spray glitter before you send them.
Mm-hmm. Sparkly pink unicorn doilies.
Uh-huh. They make Els so happy.
Nina said goodbye, Kitty.
Oh, yeah.
Grumpy Kitty.
Somebody made me actually take it down, but I actually built a little, tiny little execution set, and I hung a Hello Kitty in one of my first videos. And a very small blonde-haired child made me take it down. She could beam up.
JD's like, stamp it. Yeah, I gotta do a little bit more to it than that. She said, mostly I've seen people use the player piano paper in journals and on tag.
Yeah, JD, I will hunt you down, honey. Try it. I will hunt you down. All right. That was it. That was the last knot that I had to untie out of all of that stuff.
Yay. So how many yards was it? It was a lot.
That white lace was it's like 6 yards.
Oh, it looked like more than that.
All told, though, like that whole big pile that I showed you yesterday, it's over 100 yards of stuff.
I don't doubt it. I thought it would be more than that, actually.
Well, I mean, there was 100 yards of just that one black seam binding.
Kennedy, is your mind in the gutter? She said, you what? You hung what?
Hello Kitty, honey. I hung Hello Kitty. The kitty had to die.
I am. I am still doing the serial killer hunter. I mean, serial killer journal. But I was waiting on supplies to come in that I'd ordered, and while I was waiting on those, I started working in the boho journal, and now I'm wanting to finish the boho journal so that I'll work. I really need to the serial killer journal is it's very it drains me because it's very intense because I'm putting a whole lot of information in it. So it's kind of nice to go back to the boho journal just to kind of, because this is a happy journal and the serial killer is not a happy journal.
Laura, are you doing any European serial killers or just American?
Just Americans. Because if I had put serial killer, like world famous serial killers, it was way down the list. Because I wanted to do the most prolific, the ones that had killed the most people.
Right.
And I was stunned at how many. I thought serial killers were more or less an American thing, but not at all.
Oh no, they're huge over in Europe.
Well, in Russia, good God Almighty, they have a lot of them. Which I didn't know that, but they do. We'll do it, Kennedy. That would be neat. For every weird interest that you have, there are 100,000 others out there that are just as interested in that subject. I mean, there is an entire network on television for people fascinated by serial killers and murderers and serial rapists. And is it because we think they're cool guys? No. It's just one of those morbid fascinations. Why do people rubberneck when they pass by a wreck on the highway?
And you all do it.
And everybody does it. If you say, oh, I don't do that, you're lying. You know you do.
I don't, but that's usually because I'm really frustrated by the time I get there.
Mm-hmm. You look.
No, I don't. No, I don't. I'm like, get me the hell. I will get off the freeway, actually.
Well,
I am
okay.
that irritating person who sees the ambulance there, and so I take the exit right before it and get right back on.
Oh, no, I'll do that. Or I used to do that. But if I'm passing by it, even though I can't stand gore, I can't stand the sight of blood, none of that, I will look. I don't know why, but I do. And it irritates the crap out of me. But it's like I cannot look. That's kind of like you're in a restaurant and the person you're having dinner with says, okay, right over your left shoulder, don't look.
Don't look, don't look.
What do? You look. You know you do. You turn and you look over that left shoulder like, what?
Or you
and
knock
then they're like, I told you not to look.
Or you knock
your
spoon off the table, so you have to kind of reach down and get it.
Nina, my mom watches that show, and I can honestly say I can't even be in the same room when Dr. Pimple Popper is on. My mom is a nurse, and she can do all that. It does not faze her, but I cannot. It makes me physically ill to see that shit. I will never understand why anybody would want to watch that.
Because you watch it and you cannot look away.
I can look away. I cannot watch it. I can't stand gore. I can't stand blood. A friend of mine who is a nurse.
Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Says the woman making a serial killer journal.
It's the psychology of it that I'm fascinated with. It's what makes them tick. How can there be people in this world who can do the things that they do and have no remorse, no squirmishness, they just feel nothing. What is the psychology behind that? And yes, if you read about it, they're going to say that, that they had abusive childhoods. There was usually neglect in place. There was usually a problem. They had bonding with either parent, blah, blah, blah. But there are a lot of them who came from perfectly good homes, nurturing families, and they just don't know why the hell they came out the way they did. When I worked with kids in the psychology field, we had a few that I called them bad seeds because they came from good families. We had ways of, we could read people's, we did dyadic um, sessions with the kids and all the family and that sort of thing. And there are ways that you can read people's body language and that sort of thing and tell if they're being truthful or
Right.
and some, there were some of them that there was nothing to say, this is why this kid is this way. They could have two other perfectly well-behaved children who functioned on a social, intellectual way perfectly well. And then there was this one kid that you're just like, did you find him on the side of the road? What happened here?
Where did that come from?
And that's what I am fascinated with about serial killers. What is it in their brain that is so different from other people? How does that happen? Why does that happen? Honey, Norman Bates was not a real person. Norman Bates was a character in a movie. So, Nina, your mom is saying that they were like natural population centers. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. I can actually see that. The theory behind it.
Kennedy. Well, my grandmother always said that that natural disasters were God's way of thinning out the population.
Yeah, so is stupidity.
You would think, but some of the stupidest people are the ones who breed the most. So go figure.
Well, that's like some ugly people have some really pretty kids. You can't say that,
That's true. And some really good-looking people have some ugly kids.
And want to show them to you.
Huh?
And they want to show them to you.
Yep, exactly.
Look at the picture of my little Michael. No, Michael's scary. Don't show me that. Okay, yeah. So Laura, I'm putting this here. This is the new jar now that I've had to move up to for the lace and trims for my personal collection. Wait till that comes up. It'll come up.
Oh, duh. I forget about the delay. Well, I just heard a cat come in. I hope it was a cat. Oh, the wind is really picking up. I hear limbs hitting the roof. Wow, that's a lot of trim. That's beautiful.
I know it's pretty. I just want to keep it just like that.
That is very pretty. Well, hello, Gracie. Did the wind scare you, my baby girl? Did that old wind scare you?
Your girlfriend's back in the house
Huh?
talking to Harry.
Oh, I'm fixing to start moving crap because she'll be jumping up here in the middle of all of it.
Good job, Mama. All right. So is anybody making anything cool?
Anybody? Anybody?
Well, what happened, Nina, is yesterday I got up. They say that it's called butt crack early. All I know is there was this thing in the sky that was really like bright and it was shining on me and it was in my eyes and it hurt. And I went out because there was this estate sale down the street from me. And the reason I went was because in the advertisement for the estate sale was one of those old steel FAF sewing machines. You know, the silver metal ones, the commercial grade FAF machines. Ooh. I needed one. So I went to go see how much the guy wanted for it, the people wanted for it. And I got there and well, he knew what he had. He wanted like $300 for it and he wouldn't sell it without the table and the chair. Said I didn't want the table or the chair, I just wanted the machine. So I passed on that, but then I noticed like next to the machine on the ground was this box full of laces and ribbons and trims and oh my. And I said, how much you want for it? And he said, $5. So I took it. And it is literally, it was full of ribbon, lace, hem tape, all kinds of vintage stuff. So, you know, being the wise and smart person that I am, I brought it all home, dumped it on the table, and spent the entire day yesterday unknotting it all so that I can put it all in my auction. And occasionally taking pictures to send to Laura just to listen to her whine. Whoa. Chocolate ice cream. Really, Jeannie? Could you bring me a bowl too, Janie? By the time you get here, it should be melted.
Do what?
Janie's offering to bring people bowls of chocolate ice cream.
Oh, that sounds really good. And I'm not an ice cream person, but I gotta check the radar because I'm starting to hear a lot of noises outside.
It's moving your way, honey. I've been sitting here watching.
I was hoping it would just, fizzle out.
Hey, Laura, did you see those little fans I got?
Yes,
Aren't they cute?
they are adorable. And you know that thing that I bought from Teresa, the doily cutter thing?
Uh-huh.
Well, you know me. I'm not going to make doilies with it. I want to make decorative fans.
Did you see that fan that Stacy had? She pulled, you know, those stand fans that came out in the 80s? She pulled one of those out of the creative reuse. Oh my God, it was so dusty, but she cleaned it all up. And it almost looks, it reminded me of that Italian paper that I have.
Oh, really?
And
Wow.
it's gorgeous.
Well, I love those little bitty fans. I think they would be so cute if someone was doing like an Asian journal or something.
Yeah, like on the front of it or something.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. Mm. Yeah, it's not looking good.
Nope.
Not looking good at all.
It's heading your way, babe. And I got to be honest, it actually looks angrier than it did when it went through down the islands.
Yeah. I can hear it howling.
Don't go outside. Keep the cats in. You're done, Mrs.
Well, I can't see anything now. We have a light out there, but I mean, you can't see the sky or anything. So, I swear it looks more like a hurricane now than it did.
I know. Than when it was in Belle Isle. Okay, so this is that poor orphan cutter. Kennedy, where have you been for the last 3 days?
Yes,
Under a
Kennedy, I have hurricane.
So I have now sold this cutter in 2 consecutive auctions, and the person that buys it never gets in touch with me.
It's cursed, I tell you. It's cursed.
I know. So I am putting this up again, and then if nobody buys it, I'm going to ceremoniously hit it with a 55-pound sledgehammer in the backyard.
I'll buy it. You cannot tear that up. Janie, your sister was in Baton Rouge, was supposed to get it really bad, but just before it came to shore, it shifted to the west, and now it's coming straight at us. It was going straight toward Baton Rouge, but now it's coming straight toward us. We're further to the west. So the eye is going to pass right over where we are, which is good because Baton Rouge and that part of the state have gotten so much more rain than we have. And the river is already cresting at flood stage. So the last thing they needed was more rain. So we can take on more water than they can. It would have been horrendous had that hurricane gone in where they are. So although I hate that we're getting it, I'm glad that we're getting it because lives would have been lost needlessly, because they should have had the levees and all that stuff fixed since Katrina, and they still haven't gotten it done. It's ridiculous.
No, and they were failing earlier today, weren't they?
Mm-hmm.
There was a bunch of them that were failing earlier today.
Yeah. I try not to watch the news because I get so upset. I get depressed and just, it's not good.
So, JD, this is the cutter. It's the square and the circle. There's both of them. But that's the cutter. And I seriously, somebody has bought this and fought for it in auction twice. Mm-hmm. And I've had 2 people win this thing, and both times they just don't send me their mailing information.
Well, one thing about it is if I bid on it, You know where I am, so you can drive to my house and break my knees if I don't pay for it. So
Yeah, that's
all-
right. I'm Bima, the lone shark and crafter.
yeah,
buy
JD,
from
they're
me.
very nice punches.
You buy from
Very,
me,
very
I pay
nice.
I break your knees. Honey, I moved the cat food off the table to try and keep the cats from getting on the table. Why? Because I'm trying to train them to go down to the floor. Ugh. It's been a walker day all day.
What's a duh.
Ooh. I apologize for the camera shake that you guys are about to see. It is not another earthquake. I promise.
You know, I would have freaked out. I'd have been like, "Oh my god, it's happening again!" I don't know how many of you were in here when it happened, but we happened to be live the night of the 7.1 Richter earthquake. See, I would have flipped the hell out if I'd have seen that. You hadn't warned me.
I wouldn't do that to you, honey. Oh. Yes, Miss Judy. They are. It is a punch. And everything lines up with the magnets and everything. And then you just punch in the middle. And you take all this off, throw it on the floor, and it punches a perfect square or circle in the middle of your paper.
Perfect for shaker cards and stuff.
Oh, yeah. But I don't use it anymore because I don't do cards and stuff anymore. And I bought the thing brand new, and I think I used it maybe a dozen times. So it's still really good shape. But one cuts a square.
Well, hello, Gracie. Lay down.
Hi, Gracie, baby.
Lay down. No, you cannot have some of my Diet Coke. I don't believe.
And the other one cuts a circle. And I need another piece of paper because I was dumb and I cut that one in the middle.
Hello, my baby girl. Lay down. Yeah, you definitely picked up on it, JD. I've heard that that's actually not a rare thing. There are people who are so in tune with the planet and that sort of thing that it does happen.
It makes me nauseous when we have earthquakes. I get nauseous just before they hit.
Look up here, Gracie. Look, show them your face, Gracie. Hey, look, hey, right here. Look, look, look.
What did we do?
Oh, her big tail.
Gracie. Gracie, honey.
Look up here.
Talk to Auntie Els. You fur
I'm trying
thief.
to get her to look up at the camera, but she ain't having it. Look.
Yeah, JD, did you get like really nauseous? Like you wanted to get sick and then all of a sudden everything started moving?
Where were you, JD? I didn't think New York had too many
You're not a bad kitty. I could show you a bad kitty.
Does she hear all this talking of Gracie? Lay down. Lay down, baby girl. Lay down. You gonna knock my damn camera over again. Lay down. Lay down. You know how to lay down. That good girl. Good girl. That's my good girl.
Yes, Gracie's on the computer. She's up here shaking her tail. He's looking at the screen going, where is she? Where is she?
Hmm?
See, they say Jersey doesn't have any weather, but they have earthquakes. They've had tornadoes, hurricanes.
Yeah, I knew hurricanes because think of Sandy. That was the northeast version of Katrina. That was terrible.
When we were kids, we were outside playing, and we were my brother used to play football, PV football.
Mm-hmm.
And so we were there because my mom ran the snack bar. So after everybody left, my mom would like close up the snack bar and take the inventory and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And she'd move like the ice creams to the big freezer in the back. And so we were there for usually like an hour or two after. Oh, and there's the other one. Hi, Harry. And we were sitting there one time, my brother and I, and we were playing. There was a couple other kids that lived around the football field. And all of a sudden there was like really strong wind and a lot of hail. And then it started like raining and we started running for the snack bar. And my brother just got picked up, spun around, and thrown.
Well, hey, Harry.
He makes Gracie look so small.
He looks like a big ass raccoon, is what he looks like.
The reason y'all are looking at his butt is because he's looking at Gracie on the screen.
And Gracie is looking at him on the screen. How funny is that? Wow, JD. Yeah, I knew it was bad. That's how it was here when we had Katrina, and then we had one called Gustav. It was a couple of years after Katrina. Well, several years after Katrina. It just, they shut everything down. No gas, no groceries, no nothing. It's scary. That's why, I see all these people on YouTube. They have all these doomsday preppers that, come on their videos and telling you how what you're going to need to do and what you're going to need to have and all this equipment you're going to need when the shit hits the fan and all this kind of stuff. And it's like, you silly twit. We've been doing that in the South forever. Anybody that's lived through a hurricane knows how to survive without, you know, the pleasantries of life.
Anybody who's ever been camping knows how to survive without the pleasantries
Right,
of.
right. But there are a lot of people that have never done that. So, who's that, Gracie? My aunt just came in, so she just hauled ass. Harry, stop sniffing her butt.
God, they're trying. The two of them are like two peas in a pod.
What is that? That's Gracie and that's Harry, the elephant cat. And she was up here. There's a delay.
No.
She just jumped down and ran in there when she heard you come in. Was it bad? The wind just picked up. I just started hearing like winds and stuff. Yeah, I knew there was.
What do you mean? Was it casino day?
Yeah. Was it? Nobody was there. Hardly.
I mean, they would come in and stay for a while and then they leave. And I mean, no, for Saturday night it was dead.
I bet that was
Critter
surreal.
Farm was dead.
Really?
The buffet was dead. It was just,
Yeah.
I mean, I guess people.
Go on. Go see.
Yeah.
But
It's Alex. Go get her. Go on. Go get Allie.
This is it.
Well, the bad stuff hadn't gotten here yet.
I know. We're supposed to get to it.
Mm-hmm.
Laura, your favorite person's here.
Who?
Oogie.
Oh, hey, Oogie.
Here's your weird mother. No. Blue. I like it.
What's gonna happen eventually?
Oh, she colored her hair again.
Yeah, it's blue.
Cool. I bet it looks good on her.
What'd you say?
Excuse me.
It's sweaty from the bike.
Oh. Hi, honey. Oh, how are you, baby boy? Good.
Okay, so the plan is to pick them up Monday evening.
Rylan.
What have they been doing all day?
Well, we went over to Zach and Rowan's for family dinner.
Did they
Okay.
all come in?
Yes.
Betsy Butt hasn't been in to eat at all. Well, I threw her some kitty treats.
You
out
have
there.
work for him.
Oh, okay, good.
He decided he wanted to disobey earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because the wind has really picked up.
Like Blake.
I've heard a lot of winds and stuff.
Oogie, come say hi.
All right.
Hi, baby. Camera's on. Laura's on. Say hi. Say hi, Laura.
Hi.
Put your hand under
How
there.
are you?
Say hello.
Hi.
However, just so you're aware, Monday, probably Monday afternoonish, her father will be picking her up on the bike. They're going up to Mount Charleston. Zach, his son, with Rich and her. They're gonna ride up to Mount Charleston.
on a date.
They're going on a date again.
Chaperoned by their huge fathers.
Exactly.
Do you hear that, Laura?
No, but he's intimidating.
Do what?
I don't get into.
Oogie has a date.
That's because you
Oh,
know.
no, she does not.
I haven't never
Yes,
gotten intimidated.
She does. And she's going on her date with this boy that she likes. And his big dad and her big daddy are taking them.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's fine.
That's going to be an overly chaperoned date.
Especially
Oh, boy.
are going to.
They'll be lucky if they can look in each other's directions.
Annika?
Yeah, Annika and Alexia's. Alexia's supposed to.
No,
Hey,
Lexi's
dude.
not coming. She's going to Y and
Hi, sweetheart.
camp.
Oh,
Hello.
there's a present for you in the bottom of that bin over there.
What then?
That one, underneath the fabric.
Oh my gosh, shit.
Okay, I'll take
Hold
that.
on, Mama.
I'll take that.
Hi, Mama.
Yes!
Hi.
Most perfect present.
I know. What?
Oh, no. It's
Somebody
an,
stepped on Harry.
no, Mama's in here. Put this back.
Oh.
Because I'm in here.
I just made my grandson very happy.
Nobody's happy.
My favorite pack of people.
I just made my grandson very, very happy.
I need to put it
I found him a 12 by 12 of his favorite Amy Tangerine pad.
Uh-huh.
Question.
That's so funny. We've both been sitting here in the quiet all night long, and we both get people coming in at the same exact time. How weird is that?
What's your question?
Serendipity.
White color candles since you've left my house.
Why?
I gotta do something.
There's 2 boxes of candles sitting right out there.
Where can I set my vest in a minute?
Put your vest and helmet in my closet, baby.
Also, I don't know if Daddy will forget. I need a pair of jeans.
Okay, I think you have a pair in the closet. We'll look.
I don't do.
Oh, daughter number 2. Come hug mommy.
Hi.
Buggy says hi.
Hi. Bye.
Hey, boobs, what's up?
What are you doing?
I am fine, sweetheart. How are you?
Good.
Good. What you doing?
All right, special. Where are they?
Right in front of my cabinets in the studio area.
Bima's the best.
Grandma is the best.
Bima's the best. She gives us chocolate cake.
She is. I agree.
I can make cards now.
Yes, you can.
I want to make cards.
Okay, go away. I'm live.
You should be.
Take your paper and go. You're a meaner. Go to bed.
Looks like you should be going to bed, not making cards.
Not here. They're up till like 1 in the morning.
That's the problem.
Huh?
What?
Because then I have to yell at them when they come home.
All right, I'll have to get you some new ones. Those are the only ones I have.
It's fine. I'll swing by Bubba and Camel, or not Bubba. Second, I'll grab one.
Yeah, just grab one at Psychic Eye. Those are cute. Are they new?
Studio new. Found for a couple months now.
They're cute.
What?
I wore them
Her
to
pants.
Disneyland.
All right, you people need to all go away.
Well, fuck you did. I thought you wanted to see me. Fine. Right? I won't come next time. Well, fuck you did.
I'm live, if you please not say the F-bomb. I get that you're Irish, and so it's a noun, verb, and an adjective.
It's all of the above and then some.
Demonetized.
Oh no, trust me. This live will never be monetized. Huh, lady?
So why are you complaining? Sorry, I
She just wants to love you, Mama.
Enough, Mama.
Demonetized.
Plus your candle bit, so I'm not gonna put it more.
I love you.
I was trying to find candles, but the candles that Mom's got in the garage are all melted.
I only have pennies out there that aren't.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm thinking a small pillar candle is what I'm after, not a 70 burn.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to light candles.
Sorry, I'm out of candles. I'm a bad witch. So what are you doing with your little die cuts here, darling?
Who, me?
Yes.
I am. There were a few little pieces in this one that hadn't poked out all the way.
Yeah, I wasn't going to sit there and mess with it. That thing was frustrating as all get out.
I love doing it.
Well, I'll cut them all and send them to you, and you can sit there and play with the pokey tools and then ship them out to the owners.
Okay. I'm all right with that. Hey, it's not. That's work, man. It's very time consuming.
It is.
This is actually an easy one. I can't imagine doing one of those shoes or.
Oh, I know. Trust me.
Hi.
Oh, hi, baby girl. I didn't see you come in.
I had a good day.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
You didn't get no trouble or nothing?
No trouble.
That's a good day for you.
21. That's one.
That's a good day for you. 1 troubles is a good day for you.
Mm-hmm. What about 2?
2 is a not so hot day. But for you, it's a really good day.
Mm-hmm.
All right, go on. Take your dupa. Go see Pop-Up.
I already saw her.
Yeah, well, go bug him. You know he loves it when you hug him.
Yeah, Nina, both of our cats were on our desks hanging out together for a little while, but
Come here.
my aunt came in and her kids came in and
It's okay, Mama.
the cats just scattered like roaches.
Yeah, well, now the Maine Coon is up there. You hear her talking to me?
Yeah, I hear her. I love her little voice.
I love when she does this little chittle thing she does. Yes. Yes, mamas.
You know what I love? I love the fact that cats don't meow unless they're with humans. Y'all listen. It's so sweet. I love that sound.
Oh, she's horrible.
No.
Yes, sure is. Mama's horrible, huh? Mama's horrible. Yes, I love the mama too. Yes, I swear he's not getting his cat back.
Is she Mike's cat?
No, a buddy of his is getting divorced. And he
Oh, okay.
had 4 cats, and the ex-wife threatened to take them all to the pound.
Oh,
So,
she sucks.
yeah. So his dad, him and his son are staying with his dad.
Mm-hmm.
And, but his dad said they could only have 2 of the cats there.
Right.
And so he didn't have any place to put them. So I said, well, we'll foster them. And he says, well, these 2, the kitten is like feral.
Right.
He says, you know, she was feral when I got her. No, she's still feral. And he's like, and then there's mama. She's like really loving and everything, but she really doesn't. And then he brought her over and like he couldn't get her out of the corner or anything.
Oh.
And I laid on we got her in the house and she went on and hid under the couch. And I laid on the floor for like a day and a half.
Well, she was freaked out because y'all have dogs.
Well, the 2 boys stay in my son's room. And Ginger, well, she's a cat. And she just didn't want to come out. And so it took me like probably 3 weeks to get her to actually come out.
Yeah.
And to get her to walk the 10 feet from my dining room table to my office was like, you know, trying to pull a thorn out of a tiger's foot.
Yeah. Well, she's used to it now, obviously.
Well, she'll only come in here and see me. She really doesn't like anybody else. She follows me around the house. So he may not be getting this cat back because he's not coming to claim him until November.
Uh-oh. Yeah, that's...
Yeah, she's a little attached.
Yeah. Well, it happens.
Thank you for the update, Kennedy. Apparently,
At 1
Stacy's
a.m.
live. All right, Mama, you got to go. Mama. Hey, you got to go.
Was that our warning that we have to go off before she comes on?
Stacy can just come play with us. Stacy can just come play with us.
Yeah. Have her be one of our guests. That would be fun.
I think she'd have a blast over here not having to be responsible for anything.
I think she would thoroughly enjoy it. Just get to say whatever she wanted. Not have to worry about offending anyone or no stress, no drama, no nothing. Just a good time.
Look, if she, you know, offends somebody, it's not her fault. It's my live stream. I offended them.
Well, I don't really.
Offend away, babe.
You know, it's pretty hard to offend me. The only way you can offend me is if you're hateful to someone for no reason, or if you say something ugly about somebody I like. Or if you So you did something horrible to an animal.
Oh yeah, I don't mess with an animal when I'm around. What do you want to get a tattoo of, Kennedy, so we can approve this?
Kennedy, what have you found at your young age that you want to wear on your body for the rest of your life? What piece of art have you found?
Do tell so that we can tell you no.
If you were even 30, I would say, yeah, okay.
We're releasing the hounds.
Okay, close my door.
Oh, okay. She's been out.
An ass? Kennedy, you want to get an ass?
Keep an eye on it, Jay. Let me action. To the garage.
Do what?
She says something, an ass. An ass. He wants to get an ass. Do you want to get a tattoo on your ass?
Now, Kennedy,
Thank you very much, JD. I appreciate that.
just thought you wanted to know. I won't update no more. You
Okay,
know
what
when
are you going to
cute
get
little
tattooed
girl,
on your ass?
quit that crap.
Kennedy, let me tell you something. As an old lady who has tattoos, it looked really cute when I was in my 20s. Not so much in my 50s.
Well, the thing with tattoos is, when I was your age, not everybody had them. So the girls that got them, everybody was like, "Ooh, she's got a tattoo! Wow!" Now
She's a hoochie.
everybody has tattoos. So if you want to be a nonconformist, don't get a tattoo because you're not conforming to the social mores.
Yes, listen to Mama Laura.
I mean, the whole point of tattoos is to be a rebel and to.
Allison! Hi, honey. A piece of candy.
Hey, Allison, I just saw you come
Shower,
in.
you
girl.
smell.
What you doing?
God, wait, how?
I am pontificating about the bad idea-ness of getting tattoos when you're only 20 years old.
Yes, you can have candy. Grandma doesn't care. You know that.
They have micro tattoos.
Yes, they do. Okay, Kennedy, here's the rule on tattoos. Okay? You, my darling, put on a one-piece bathing suit. Go outside, get a tan. Come in the house, take off the bathing suit. Any part of you that is still white, you may tattoo. Because that means that when you're working on a job, you want to get an office job or you want to work someplace professional, nobody has to see that except you, who you're sleeping with, and your doctor.
Yepers. Because, like it or not, people do still make preconceived judgments about young ladies with tattoos. They just do. And I'm not saying that it's right because I know many, many, many very nice young ladies that have tattoos. But it's a fact of life It sucks, but it happens.
If you saw my son-in-law is a gigantic bear of a man. He is 6'2". He weighs 350 pounds. He has a full beard, rides a Harley. Well, yeah, he's got a Harley now. Rides a big old Harley. Okay. Now his little baby girl, who, by the way, is not his child, but that's his daughter. He's raised her since she was 3. She graduated from school recently, from elementary school to junior high school. And he went to the graduation. Now, of course, he showed up looking like he always does, wearing a leather vest and a t-shirt, a pair of jeans, and some motorcycle boots with a bandana on his head. Pulled up on a Harley and walked his little behind into the school. And when his little girl Nightbot just showed up.
I still don't see it.
When his baby girl got up and walked across that stage, he screamed so loud. And afterwards, she ran up to him and he scooped her up and gave her the biggest bear hug on the planet and was just so proud of her and was telling all of the other kids in her class how proud he was. And one of the other fathers walked up and said, you know, I have told my son for 3 years not to go anywhere near your daughter because I didn't like the look of you. He says, but I misjudged you, sir. Because he's standing there passing out candy to the kids and high-fiving them all and everything. And he's like, I misjudged you. You're one of the nicest people I think I've ever seen. He was out in the parking lot giving kids rides around the parking lot on his motorcycle. And he's just a big old bear, just a big old huge teddy bear.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've got lots of friends like that. My friend Sean's like that. People see him and they're like, oh my Lord, he's a woolly booger. You know, he's got a big old beard and
Yep.
wears his hair long, and he doesn't have tattoos everywhere, but he's a pretty scary looking guy.
But he's not. He's a sweetie.
But I love him to death. I trust Sean more than I trust most clean cut,
normal people.
Yeah. I mean, he's a stellar human being. To me, the way someone looks has absolutely no bearing.
Teresa, hi, honey.
Hey, Teresa, what you doing? That's okay, Kennedy.
Going to be watching the trials against Grimwald, whatever, that most recent Fantastic Beasts with the kids.
Okay.
I have not seen it yet, neither have they.
Okay.
You care to join?
I'm good. Popcorn? Can we make them popcorn?
No, fuck no. It's 10:30 at night. They can just sit there in their sleeping bags and relax and lay on the floor. And...
Okay. Not off?
Yes.
Okay.
That's the general idea and hope for them.
Okay.
Do you not want your lemonade anymore?
I've been drinking it.
Okay.
Look, there's some missing.
It looks like the first sip still from earlier. That's why I was asking.
Laura, tell him I've been drinking my lemonade.
She has been drinking? No. She has been sipping her lemonade.
Okay.
Yes, sipping.
Sipping.
Could you put a little something in it? Then I might drink it.
I got some Jack. I got some tequila.
I have a conditioned aversion to Jack Daniels.
You're absolutely right, Allison. People should not judge by first impressions, but they do. I'm a big, mean woman with purple hair and tattoos, and I pull up in a hot rod, get out, and people are like, ooh, ooh.
She ain't that mean.
And I'm not that mean.
She's diabolical, but she's not mean.
Esther, no, they are not painty paper. These are actually stickers that one of my vendors in China sent me to ask if I was interested in them.
Love you, bye.
Love you, bye.
Oh, that was very nice of him.
Yeah, well, when you buy in the volume I do.
Right.
But they're actually stickers. What gets me is he sent me 3 packs of them.
Wow, that was nice.
He says, you try these in your store, see if they sell. So I might put these little boogers in the store. This one's cute, though. I like this one.
So, for those of you interested, this stuff right here, well,
Clean Freak?
I love it. It smells so good. And it gets paint, it gets ink, it gets everything you can imagine off of the surface. Because I really would like to keep my table white.
Oh, see, there's no fun in that.
Huh?
There's no fun in that.
Well, I'm really, really trying. But, God, that stuff smells good. It smells so lemony.
Yeah, I like these. I think I might order some of these. They're very
Very pretty. Very, very pretty. Especially for fairies. In fact, if you want to do a fairy journal, I have some fairy paper that I can send you.
You know, I was actually thinking about that. You know who Deidre is, right?
No?
Cadence 08.
Who?
Cadence 08.
No?
She shows up every now and then in the live stream. She's 11 years old.
Oh, okay.
And she shows up a lot, Natasha's live streams, and Natasha knows she's a kid.
Oh,
and most of the people that she goes into, they know she's a kid.
yeah.
And she's just a sweet little thing, and she does videos on YouTube. Her mom monitors everything.
Right.
And so I told her the other day when she was in Natasha's live stream, I told her, I said, tell your mom to contact me. This is my email because I want to send you some Happy Mail. And she's all very excited about it because she's never gotten Happy Mail before. And so I had a nice little email conversation with her mother, and her mom tries to craft with her, and they do a little this and a little that. So I'm going to actually, I think that challenge I have to do, I think I'm going to make the book for her.
Oh.
Hi, Erin. See, Allison knows her. She's a very sweet little girl. Very, very polite. I've been in many, many, many live streams with her, and she's never caused any problems.
Right.
Very adult, very polite, very respectful of what's going on.
That's like my friend Clint. I just love him. Love him, love him, love him. Poor baby. He
I haven't seen him lately.
Well, I was going to tell you, I stay in touch with his mom because I sent he and his sister a big old. Where's Erin?
Oh, there's Caters right there. She's here.
Caters. Hey, Deidre.
Hi, Deidre, honey. How you doing, honey?
But I sent his mom. I told him to tell his mom to get in touch with me on Facebook because I wanted to send him Happy Mail, but I did not want his mom to think it was some weirdo.
Right.
Messing with her son on Facebook. So,
Absolutely.
So, she sent me a very nice lady, and she was telling me that he had a sister too, and Erin, his sister, is just as sweet as Clint is. So what I did was I got 2 bags together and sent Erin some stuff because I couldn't stand the thought of sending Clint a bag of stuff and not sending Erin.
Right.
So anyway, I really thought that Clint would do a, like do a Happy Meal video or something like that.
Right.
He loved making videos, and I noticed that he hadn't made a video in a little bit. So I was asking Judy, his mom, what was going on. I said, should I be concerned? Because it's been a while since he made a video. And she said, well, he lost his phone. His daddy had bought him a phone for Christmas.
Right.
And apparently his daddy is a jerk, because Judy was concerned that if his dad found out that Clint had broken the phone, that his dad would yell at him and stuff. And he's sensitive. He doesn't take to that very well.
Right.
And I don't blame her. I would have protected him from it too. And it's not like she can, she's a single mom. She can't just run out and buy him a new phone. So breaks my heart that he is now phoneless, because I had an iPhone. I think it was a 6 or 7 or something. I don't know. That I would have sent him, but I gave it to my 9-year-old niece. So it's not like I can take it back from her and send it to Clint, but it just breaks my heart. And she acts so scared that his dad's going to find out that he broke that phone, but I don't know. If I come across one, I'm sure going to send it to him, though.
Well, Deidre, I have to make some sea-themed embellishments for a swap. So that's what I'm doing. And Miss Laura is housekeeping.
I just don't like for people to get dirty. I'm looking for the fairy paper, in case you're wondering what all the grunting's about.
Well, I was, but I wasn't going to say anything.
It's kind of weird, but most of this stuff is Halloween stuff. I mean, who'd have thought,
Yep.
Okay. Updated now.
Wait.
Hmm?
Oh, I thought I had some paper in here and I can't find it either. Aren't we a pair? All right. Do it the hard way.
So, are you still going to do the Gatsby journal?
Yes, I'm still trying to figure out, I'm still trying to get stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's really hard to find stuff for some reason in that era.
Okay, well, I got something for you. Ooh, I am entirely too fat to bend over for that long.
Don't say that. You're fluffy.
Oh dear, I'm fat. I used to be fluffy. I graduated.
Did you graduate?
Yeah. Okay. So this is the fairy paper.
Oh, I like it.
Isn't that gorgeous? Well, I'm holding it upside down.
Allison, at one point, I had Teresa's on my big screen. I had Keisha on my tablet, and I had another one. Who else did I have on today? And I had another one on my phone. I literally had 3 sales at the same time going today. And then I had to go cut some fabric, so I had Laura was buying for me in one, and I had each of my daughters buying for me in other ones. So to be honest, I don't know what, if anything, I bought today. Could have been a lot, could have been a whole lot of nothing. I like those, Laura.
Well, they're yours. I shall send them with your other stuff.
See, people don't have to think about my sales, Erin. It is the last Friday of every month, period. Last Friday of every month. That gives me 4 weeks to put it together. Usually a week before, I will put up like a preview, and then there's a list of people that get like a pre-sale list that they know what I'm going to be selling. Oh my God!
What?
That is so beautiful.
It really is. Look, can you see the stickers?
Yes.
I've been hoarding that for a while. And I've got so many journals in my head, and they don't include a fairy one until probably 2022, 2023. So there's that one. And then if you decide to do the Gatsby,
See, I like that. I bought one of the things I did manage to get, and I think it was in Natasha's sale.
mm-hmm.
Where is it? I found this. It is Downton Abbey.
Oh, nice.
And it's like reproductions of the wallpapers and stuff.
Uh-huh.
And like different patterns. And it kind of works for that time period that I'm looking at. So you'll see the flip through in a second. But there are just some papers in here that are absolutely gorgeous. And I think, well, there's a note. Yes, I noticed this paper. I picked this up from
So you
From
have
the top.
you have this?
No, I'm talking about this Downton Abbey pad that I have. It'll come up.
Because I was going to send this to you too. Look at that. Oh my God, that's beautiful.
You can keep that one.
That
But
is
send-
very pretty. Yeah, very Art Deco.
Is that the Graphic 45?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I was thinking about getting that.
Well, don't get it. I'll send it to you because I'm not going to use it. I think I cut a couple of the cards out. Hey, Aaron. I didn't realize you'd come in, hon. Look at the back of this. I love this.
Oh, yeah. That will definitely work. I'm telling you, it is so hard to try and find anything that's like that era right now.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's yours, honey.
Well, thank you, baby.
I will put it in with your mystery swap. And you know, you were showing me that that Halloween paper that you had
Yes.
gotten.
Yes.
Was it the Martha Stewart? This one? I can't remember. I couldn't remember what.
I don't think so. No.
I love this one. I like it because it's not like a cheesy, childish kind of Halloween.
Over
You know,
the top.
it's not. Yeah, it's not the pumpkin smiling and. Because I love this marble.
What do you got against grinning jack-o'-lanterns?
Well, they're cute, but you know, I don't really do cute too well.
Aw, but I think you're cute as a button.
Hey, Kathy.
Hi, Kathy. No, we don't sleep.
I was just wondering if it was this pad because I have two of those. So
No, I don't see either one of those.
I think I'm good on
Halloween paper?
Halloween paper. I guess I'm the only one that didn't take a nap today.
Well, I mean, I laid down, but I didn't take a nap.
You tried.
I was too busy
Thank
being
you, Esther.
on.
Oh, you're leaving us, JD?
Aw. Bye, JD. We'll see you Tuesday.
Yep.
Faux show. And Laura, did we decide we were moving that to 6 o'clock Pacific Standard?
6 or 7, huh?
Want to split the difference? Say 6:30?
That'll work.
All right. I'll post it when we're done here.
Okay.
Y'all can come see two old broads doing nothing.
Me too, Allison. I can't stare at it too long either. My eyes start hurting and I get a bad headache.
There. Aaron didn't take a nap either.
Okay, JD. Good night. Sweet dreams.
Night, honey. Deidre didn't take a nap.
Huh?
Deidre didn't take a nap. Just us old farts that take naps.
I sure would have if I could have, but I couldn't, so I didn't.
Oh, I'd have loved to have taken a nap. But my animals were so concerned over whether or not I was taking a nap that they wouldn't let me sleep.
Oh, that's when I sleep best, is when Gracie climbs up with me. She's my snuggle bunny.
Okay, so if we're going on at 6:30, that would be 9:30 Eastern.
Yes.
Tuesday evening, yes. That's when the crazy people.
That's 6:30 your time. So 6:30.
So 9:30 her time.
Yes, 9:30 her time. 8:30 my time.
Yes. And now that we all know what time it is.
Yeah, because our folks are late night folks.
Okay, so we are going at. We're going at 6:30, right? Time. 9:30.
9:30 Eastern Standard Time. Yes, that is correct, JD. Oh, Cater, so you're not Deidre. You're Deidre's mom? Is that correct? What are you making a ruffle or a gusset for?
I'm making a rosette because I have to do six C embellishments for a swap. Don't ask me. I don't sign up for half this stuff. Where did it go? You need to go away.
Allison, I would not necessarily call that a bad habit. We don't think it's a bad habit. We think it's a good habit. So, okay, so I am my oldest daughter, Cadence. Mom is Deidre. Mom of Deidre or mom is what? Huh?
That
Els?
okay. Let me explain. Cadence is the daughter. Deidre is the mother.
Okay, I got you.
Shares the channel with Cadence.
Okay, I got you. I'm sorry. I'm a doofus.
You're not a doofus.
Notice you have to say that a lot because I do doofus things.
I do have to remind you that you're not a doofus quite a bit. I admit that. See that? We're somebody's bad potty habit.
Sometimes it just takes a little while for stuff to sink in my noggin. But once it's there, it's there.
Never to be seen again.
True. Well,
Things go in.
Stacy's live now.
Huh?
I said Stacy's live now.
Ah. Yeah, you can tell because somebody's gone.
Mm-hmm. Kennedy.
She left us.
Well, JD left too.
Yes, but I think JD needs to get some sleep.
Yeah, JD went to go. She went to bed. You can watch from the potty, Allison. We don't care. Well,
Sometimes I
thank you.
broadcast from there. You know.
Huh?
Sometimes I broadcast from there.
Right. What else is there to do?
Well, according to Harry, pet him.
Well, that's Gracie.
That's not a potty chair. That's a pet the animal chair.
Right. It's like they know they have us captive.
Yeah.
So
In my house, it's also a Mom, we need to have a deep conversation chair.
mm-hmm.
I have learned
Yeah.
things about my children while on the pot that I really wish I could forget.
Well, even if I shut the door, eventually I'll see these little paws coming in doing this. Oh, crap. So I might as well just leave it cracked so she can come in.
I don't have a door on my bathroom.
Oh, well.
Yeah. Because it's the master. So it's like in suite. So it's like the whole one room thing kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so I don't have a door on my bathroom, which I cannot stand, but you know. And yeah, so like I'm in there and the dog is like laying right in front of me in front of the shower door, and the cat is between my legs, and the other cat is sitting there looking at me, and then Mama comes in and she's in the bathtub staring at me. And I'm like, guys. Well, thank you, Deidre. We really do enjoy what we do, and we appreciate that you watch them and that you like our videos.
Yeah, thank you for watching. We're glad to have you. We appreciate all you ladies.
Yes, we do. Anybody who can put up with us for 2.5 hours.
Yep.
Just remember, no whining allowed.
Yep, that's the only rule.
It's the only rule. Well, it's not even a hard, fast rule. I mean, we just appreciate if you didn't want. Go away, go away. Stupid paper.
Allison, the mama cat. Actually, my cat doesn't get in the tub. We don't have a tub. When I'm using the bathroom, my cat comes and jumps in my wheelchair and puts her paws on my knee like, scratch me now, damn it. She's very demanding.
That's okay. I got Harry back today.
Exactly, Allison. You can whine, but you can't whine.
That's right. I don't want to hear about certain things.
The number one thing we don't want to hear about is boils. Okay, folks? No talking about boils.
Speak for yourself. I do not want to hear about crotch rot.
Well, crotch boils.
There you go.
None of that.
I don't want to hear it. Nobody else wants to hear it. We ain't doing it.
Have what waxed? Crotch rot?
Huh?
Kathy's like, but why? You can boil your macaroni and eat it.
All right.
Oh my God. Can y'all hear me okay? Because they were saying earlier that they couldn't hear me talking. Crotch macaroni. Now that's gross. That would, ugh. Yes, Kathy, they do. And I am not without compassion. I feel so bad for her. Oh my gosh, I feel so bad for her. But my goodness, I don't want to hear about that.
Anymore.
I don't know why it's so low. That's bugging me.
Look, don't mess with anything. You're going to get that feedback sound again.
Oh, that was, that was so bad. That was terrible. Oh, okay. Well, one thing is that Els has the sign, the infamous sign up. What is it, Kathy? I want to pee myself. Oh God, no. No, 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 no. Not Dr. Not Dr. People Popper.
All right, hold on. Let me see if I can adjust this. I cannot. But I assure you that before the next auction, we will have Laura's volume issues figured out.
Yes, absolutely.
I will get the big brained Wonder Boy on it.
I can't watch it. We just talked about that earlier this evening. I don't know how people can't. My mom is a nurse and she watches it. I kind of get that, but if I was a nurse, I wouldn't watch it unless somebody was paying me $30 an hour to watch it.
Oh, I love Dr. Pimple Popper.
Ugh. Pinkles Pop? What are pinkles? Pinkles sound so much nicer than pimples.
Done it though?
I don't think I would mind pinkles, but pimples?
I have to be honest though, since she got her TLC show, her web show has been crap.
Really? I didn't know she had a web show.
Yeah, she now has a show on TLC. And so now like her regular channel, she doesn't post anything on there. Just like 2-minute blurbs, but no like real.
No real content.
Yeah, no real like procedures. She used to do procedures like you watch. Mm-hmm. Now it's like she shows you like a portion of the procedure. You know who else is cool? Is the Toe Bro.
The who?
The Toe Bro.
Nope. No feet. I hate feet.
My phone is going off.
Are you being fetched?
Let's see. Let me see. Nope.
Oh, okay.
I have not been fetched.
I wonder if she's doing like a Patreon or a regular YouTube. Oh, it must be regular regular YouTube because I had a notification pop up when she went live. So
I didn't, but I don't have my YouTube on right now.
oh,
Because if I turn on my YouTube, this thing is like, you're talking a 40-second lag.
right. I gotcha. Yeah, she's just on regular.
Oh, what am I gonna do?
What you mean? About what?
I have no idea what I'm going to do for these 6 embellishments.
Embellishments for what?
For this stupid swap I got to do. Are you hearing children? My grandkids are in the living room with their pop watching the new Fantastical Beasts movie.
Kathy said that commercial where she says, "I've never seen anything like this." Really, lady? I would think she has seen it all.
I'm
Yeah.
telling you, the Tobro is the best.
So what is he doing? Like digging? Never mind. I did not ask that question. Do not tell me. I don't know what I was thinking asking. Because no answer is going to be nice.
He's a podiatrist, yes.
Mm-hmm. Oh, God.
My husband does that. It's just something about men. They do that. I don't know what the deal is. Oh, I've got an ingrown toenail. Let me just dig that out. No. And you'll notice that when they don't want to spend money on stuff, how many of you have had a man at some point in your life or know somebody who's had a man at some point in their life come in with a pair of pliers and go, could you pull this tooth? Really?
Oh, I've done that.
Ah, real man do it himself like I did.
Oh my God. Shut up.
I pulled my own tooth with a pair of pliers. When you're in enough pain and you can't get a dentist appointment when you want it to fix it right then, you will pull that sucker out. I promise.
See, Laura, it's a guy thing. See, even Laura Vasquez says it's a guy thing. They do weird stuff.
It's not a guy thing because I'm not a guy and I've done it.
Do you want to know the most terrifying situation you can ever be in, ladies? Having a man walk up to you and go, could you come in here and look at this for me? That's terrifying. Because you know no good is going to come of this.
I'll agree with you on that one.
There's absolutely nothing that comes after that is good.
True.
Come look at it. No.
I'll tell you what. When I was in Colorado, I went to school. I was I don't remember what they called them in Colorado, but we were the equivalent of a licensed practical nurse. And I did that for almost 2 years. And like I told y'all, my mom's been a nurse for 30 years, whatever. And she was just absolutely thrilled that I was going into the family business because that's what the women in my family do. They become nurses.
Or as we call them, the birds.
Yes. So anyway, I worked the night shift. And one night, this lady named Helen buzzes me and she says, Laura, can you please come back here and look at something? Well, when you work in an assisted living center, that's just as terrifying, I promise you. So I go back there, I walk into Helen's room, and I damn near fell out on the floor because Helen is laying in the bed with her legs splayed like my cat when she's grooming herself. And she says, come see. And I'm like, no. Please don't make me come see. Please don't make me come see. She says, come see. So I go over to the bed and I'm like, Helen, what's wrong? She says, I think I'm having a baby. I said, Helen, you're not having a baby. Y'all, I looked down and it looked like a little black head was coming out of her hoo-ha. I damn near fainted. I said, hold on, Helen, I'll be right back. So I ran out of there, ran to the hall, got on the phone, called my mom. It's like 1 a.m. in the morning. And I'm like, Mom, one of my ladies is about to have a baby, a black baby. I don't know what to do. And my mom's like, what? What the hell are you talking about? And I was like, there is something black coming out of her. And Mom just busted out laughing. And I can't remember because it traumatized me so damn bad. I can't remember if it was her. She had a prolapsed something. I don't know if it was her bladder or if it was her uterus. I don't remember.
Bladder.
Did y'all know they're black? Well, hers was.
Well, they're not black, but when they have blood in them, they look black.
Oh. Well, anyway, they don't teach that shit in school. They really should let people know that this kind of stuff happens.
Look, I got a phone call today. Now, y'all know I got a lot of kids. I got a lot of kids. And they sort of come in sets. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
There's one that's older than all of them because there's actually 7 of them. But she was like, when my oldest was born, she was like 6 or 7, 8 years old. She was 8 when I adopted her. And shortly after I adopted her, her biological father came into the picture, and
Kennedy 8:30.
so she kind of was like split between us. And so I have 6 kids that are like my children. And so I have my first 2, those are my biological children. Then I have 2 foster kids that are each 1 year behind each of my own kids, and I raised them from 7 and 11 to adults. And then I have 2 stepchildren that I have raised since they were 4 and 6. Well, the girl calls me today and she says, Mom, I need some mom advice. And I said, okay, what's going on? She says, Mom, I just had my period. I said, okay, that's a good thing. You're 19. Having a period is a good thing. She says, but now I'm all, like, I know it's not like an infection or anything, but I'm like all dry and itchy.
Uh-oh.
Which was okay. We can get past that. But she went on WebMD, so she's asking me if she's got cancer.
Oh, poor baby.
So I'm like, no, honey, it just means you just like had your first egg. She's like, but I've had my period for like 5 years. Yes, but that does not mean that your body has produced an egg, sweetie. Huh? So now I'm explaining to my 19-year-old daughter. Who knows all this stuff? But she had to Google stuff on WebMD.
Well, we didn't have Google when I was a kid.
No, we had to figure shit out on our own.
Right. I thought I lost my virginity to a tampon.
Well, you sort of did.
Well, yeah, kind of.
Kennedy,
But to be
you
fair,
go.
see, my mom, even though she was a nurse, she didn't talk about any of that stuff. I had no clue how to use a tampon. My mom didn't want me using a tampon because apparently she didn't want me to get used to things being up there.
Honey, that's because our moms were born in a different generation
True.
where you didn't talk about that. Like this conversation that we women are having here would never have happened if our mothers were the ones having these conversations.
Oh, no. No, indeed. Especially in the Bible Belt. What? No. No. But I was at some friends and I started my cycle, and one of my friend whose house it was, she said, well, I have tampons in there, just go in there and get you one. And I was like, tampon? And she was like, yeah, you used a tampon, right? I was like 13 or 14. No, I had not used a tampon. And she was a year younger than me, mind you. So anyway, to make a long story short, I came walking in there like a robot. They told me to sit down. I said, nope, not gonna happen. They were like, Laura, did you do it right? I was like, well,
No.
Well, the problem was I did not know that you were supposed to take the plastic applicator off.
I'm sorry.
It hoit.
I'm sorry.
So that is how I lost my virginity to a tampon.
Oh my God. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to laugh at you like that. I'm sorry, baby. I love you. Oh my God.
That's why I tell you, I am a doofus, and I have been a doofus for a very long time.
Oh, that was bad.
Bye, Kennedy. I'm sure we'll see you in a little while. Well,
We'll
she's
be over
probably
a little
been gone.
Yeah.
Yes, Aaron, I did have enough sense to unwrap it. Thank God. And it couldn't be one of the ones that were like, the old cardboard ones that, at some point.
It had to be one of those plastic pedal ones, right?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes, it was one of the, and of course my friend who was at that point, I'm pretty sure she was already having sex. She was a wild girl. My mom did not like her at all. Mine neither, Laura. I was not allowed to use tampons. But yeah, she had like a super duper double whatever, which, even further inflamed the situation. So, anyhow, when I really did lose my virginity, I was like, meh, wasn't as bad as a tampon.
It's because when most of us lost our virginity, it wasn't as big as a tampon.
I wasn't going to say that, but.
Deidre, I want you to know that during the daytime, we keep this very clean. We only do this.
We don't talk about this stuff. in prime time. It's only in the late night hours that we talk like this.
4, 3, 2, 1.
So sorry.
And
I
what's
need that lemonade.
is, if you're trying to do that and you cough, it pops right out. I don't lay down to insert. No.
Oh.
The things we talk about.
Well, I went when I was probably about, I don't know, 14, 15, maybe. I had only had my period for about 6 months. I went to visit my aunt, and my aunt is like, she was old school. Like, you use a feminine napkin.
Right.
So when my period started, she went to the store and bought me like the super maxi extra plus huge pad things.
Yeah, the mattresses.
Yeah. And I was at her house for like 3 days on my period. My mom came to get me. My mom was out of town someplace. My mom came and picked me up, and I was like, I was terrified, and I was walking funny as hell, and I was terrified. And my mother was like, oh my God, did your aunt make you wear a maxi pad? And I was like, uh-huh. She goes, well, just use a tampon. I'm like, I'm trying, Mom, but I can't. I was crying. Turns out I was allergic to the moisture barrier.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. Like, you want to talk about some diaper rash going on?
Oh, Lord.
So I couldn't wear pads because that cover they put on them, that's like that plasticky stuff. I'm allergic to it.
Oh, God. That had to have been unpleasant. Surfboard pads, like wearing a diaper.
Oh, they're horrible.
Oh, get this. One time, I don't remember where we were at, but I think we had went to visit my granny, and she lives in this little bitty rural town called Urania. You can look it up on a map. There's like probably 300 people living there, and they're all over the age of 80. But I had started, and I needed pads. So my mom drove me up to the store, and I ran in and I bought some pads. And I come back out, and now, first of all, we all know pads being in like the little thin plastic bags with the name brands on them and all that. Well, these were actual sanitary napkins. And when I took them out, they had these 2 long strips that stuck out the front,
the belt
and the
straps.
back end. And I remember looking at my mom and going, what the hell is this?
Belt straps.
That's what she said. I said, what do you mean belt straps? She said, that's how you kept them up. And I was like, what am I supposed to do with this? And she was like, why did you get that kind? I said, it was the only kind they had. She was dying laughing. Did y'all know that they made them like that? I didn't even know they made them like that.
Yep, that's what they give you in a military hospital when you have a baby.
Wow.
And they even give you the little waistband. And the thing is, like, it's 24 inches. What woman do you know just had a baby has a 24-inch waist?
Oh, my God.
So then they're like, well, just pin them to your underwear.
Huh. Crazy. We have it so much better. My grandmother said that when she was a little girl, they made their own. They would take feed sacks and cut them into strips and sew them together and stuff them with cotton, and they would wash them out and reuse them.
Yep.
I was like, what? You have got to be kidding me. But I guess, back then, hell, they didn't even talk about women's periods, much less sell products in the stores.
I got news for you. I could kick myself in the ass forever because back in the day when I was like in my early 20s and I had a remember the diaphragm?
Mm-hmm.
When I would get my period, I would put in my diaphragm.
Oh my God.
Purposely. Now there's somebody out there making a fortune off of menstrual cups.
Yep. Do they still sell those?
Diaphragms?
I remember. Well, no, the menstrual cup thing. Because
Yes,
I remember when they came out, and I was like, "Oh, that's just too gross. I'm not doing that."
yes, they do. It is all the rage with the 20-somethings.
Really?
Oh, yes.
Huh. I never tried those. Oh, Nina, that sucks. At least they did mostly wear skirts back then, so.
Still, though, I mean, I don't know how our grandmothers and our mothers did it because, bless their hearts. I couldn't. I just could not. I would be like, no.
There's there's a lot of women on YouTube that talk about stuff like that, and they have these, they call it red tints. For the whole idea is that when these women are menstruating or whatever, it's like a sacred time.
Mm-hmm.
And they spend all of their time in this red tent, what's the word? Meditating and just all this kind of crazy crap. And it's like, come on now, how many women could really do that? Because they talk about how in the olden days, this was how women were treated. It was a time of rest and a time of introspection and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, you got to be kidding me? No, not in my family. It was never that way in my family.
Look, my grandfather was Depression era, and he had a saying. Anything that bleeds for 7 days and live, kill it.
A rabbit hole, Nina? I don't know what kind of mesh panties y'all are talking about, but I never had kids, so.
They have these underwear that look like underwear, and they're really super tiny, and they give them to you in the hospital after you have the baby. And they're like made out of they almost feel like paper towels.
Ooh.
But they're stronger than that.
Uh-huh.
And when you put them on, they separate. Like, those Glad trash bags?
Yeah.
Have like the ribby things on them.
Mm-hmm.
That's what those underwear do. So they fit everybody.
Right.
And in a military hospital, that's what they give you after you have a baby.
Oh, my Lord.
And they give you those big, huge pads with the big tails on them.
Oh, gosh.
Yes. And you're like, seriously, are we in modern times here?
Wow. Yeah, because I was going to say, my sister, she's had 3 kids, and I was there for all of them, and she never had that.
Well, when my daughter had her first one, they were like, do you want a pad or do you just want to, be on the chuck? And like right after having the baby, you don't want anything there except an ice pack. She's like, I think I'll take the chuck for a while.
Wow.
Now she had her baby natural, like I had her.
Oh, bless her little heart.
And we're sitting there in the labor room, and she's doing the labor, and her ex-husband, the one that doesn't live in the country anymore.
Mm-hmm.
He's there because I ran his ass out, and his parents. So he's like, I'm so tired, and he goes over and he lays down on the couch and he starts to take a nap. Well, she gets into active labor, and I'm like yelling at him, telling him to get up, and his mother is there. She has no reason to be there. I've like tried to kick her out like 3 times and she won't leave. And she looks at me and she goes, he's had a very long day. Leave him alone. He needs his rest. I was like, bitch.
Oh my God.
My daughter has been in labor for 14 hours.
No kidding.
About to push his child into the world through her vajayjay.
Oh, Lord, Allison. Oh, I just read what she wrote. Oh my God. Oh, y'all stop. Please stop.
Now you understand, Laura, why I ran his ass out the country.
Oh, God, that makes me sweat just thinking. Oh, what that. Oh. Whew.
Y'all really want to hear her go? Watch this. Laura, when I had Lex, she was 10 pounds, 9 ounces, and I had her completely natural.
Holy
I had a heart attack on the table.
Oh.
And the whole thing was viewed by an entire class of medical students.
Jesus Christ. I just don't see how women stand it. And I have a very high tolerance for pain, but I don't.
Oh, no. I didn't have to carry her out. See, I eventually just got really frustrated. I walked over to the door. I opened it up. My mother was at the end of the hall. I said, Ma. She says, why? I said, get the bitch out of here. I'm going to kill her. My mother walked down the hall, looked at her, looked at the door. She get to stepping.
Oh, my God.
She walked out. My daughter's dad was standing there. This is a very big man. He's standing there and he looked at her and he goes, your help and assistance is neither required nor wanted. The waiting room is down there.
Yeah.
7'3" and 8'4". Those are babies. My first child was 10 pounds 9 ounces. My second was 10 pounds 11, and they took him a month early.
Good God Almighty.
If they'd left him in, he'd have been 14 pounds.
You had little suckling pigs.
Well, when I had the first one, they gave me a baby shower and they bought me all these newborn clothes. When I had the second one came along, and my girlfriend went, no, just get the 3 to 6 month size.
Man, y'all have some big babies. No wonder.
And I smoked through both of my pregnancies. Thank you so much for low birth weight.
10 pounds, 2.5 ounces, and 22 inches long. Gosh,
good for you, Erin. Good baby.
6 pounds 3 ounces. Now that's,
That's normal. When my grandchildren were born and they handed them to me, I was like, is that all there is?
oh my God. Felt much bigger than that, huh?
Well, okay. Kennedy asked me the other day, and we had a big, long discussion about my thumb rings.
Mm-hmm.
And this thumb ring that I wear on my left finger, which I can't even get off at the moment because my hands are swollen, but the reason I wear that particular ring is when my oldest daughter, the one that I adopted, when she didn't know she was pregnant. She was only 4 months pregnant. And she thought she was having an appendicitis. And she was pregnant at the same time as my oldest biological child, my oldest biological daughter. And my husband called me and says, you better get to the hospital. I said, why? He said, your daughter just gave birth. I was like, there's no way. Because it would have been like 2 months too early. So I'm like freaking out. He goes, no. Not Alex. It's Ryder. What do you mean Ryder's not pregnant? Go to the hospital. And I got to the hospital, and she had a baby that was 27 weeks gestation.
Oh my gosh.
And the thumb ring that I wear on my left thumb, when that baby was born, I could put that thumb ring all the way up to her shoulder.
Wow.
That's how tiny she was. And I wear that thumb ring to remind me of how little she was. As a matter of fact, she was so little that they had her in the incubator, and they had all the tubes and everything hooked up.
Mm-hmm.
And I asked my daughter, I said, have you held her, honey? And she started crying. She says, Mom, they won't let me. Oh, we'll see about that. And I walked in, they were like, no, she's probably not going to make it. I said, well, she's not going to make it. Isn't that just more of a reason why her mother needs to hold her?
Absolutely.
Get her out of the freaking incubator. And I don't care if it takes you a half an hour to do it. Get her out of the incubator, bring her mother in, let her mother hold her, even if it's just for a few minutes. Then you put her back in the incubator. And at least if she dies, she will know human touch.
Right.
Now, she is 12 years old. She is thriving. She is a bundle and a half and drives her mother crazy.
Is that Shay? Oogie?
No, Shay's older cousin.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, Shay's 11. Hey, Jody. Oh my God. Did you read what Allison said about
Yes.
her mother-in-law looked at her son and called him Whopper Jr.? Oh, Aaron.
To a
Bless
top
your
11 pounds, 4 ounces.
Totally natural and sunny side up. Ooh,
Oh, oh. Ow.
11 pounds, 4 ounces. My gosh.
I was 10 pounds, 13 when I was born. They called me Ellie in the hospital.
Wow.
Short for elephant.
Oh, God.
I was the biggest baby born in that hospital.
Wow. I can remember our weights because I was 7 pounds, 8 ounces. My brother was, no. Flip that. I was 8 pounds, 7 ounces. My brother was 7 pounds, 8 ounces. And my sister was 9 pounds. She was just under 10 pounds. So, God, we thought she was an elephant. She's nothing compared to these other people.
Well, my mother had my brother first.
Good night, Laura.
Night, Laura. My brother was 7 pounds, 3 ounces. My mother was in labor for 3 days.
Wow.
I was 10 pounds, 13 ounces. My mother pushed twice. She said if I had been born first, she'd have had 1 million kids.
Oh, my Lord. Man.
My brother likes to say, well, I cleared the way.
No kidding. You were like passing a peach pit by the time you came along.
I was like, boom. And I was twice his size almost.
Out you came.
Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah, I just never wanted any part of that. I was with a friend of mine when she was having her first baby, and when I first started going into her room to check on her, she was sitting Indian style, all cute, her hair fixed, her makeup on, in the middle of the bed. And every now and then she would go, "Woo."
Oh.
And I would say, "What?" And she'd say, I had a contraction. And I was like, "Oh, okay. It's not bad, huh?" She was like, No, it's not that bad." So then another friend of ours showed up, and we were like, "Well, Mary, we're going to run across the street and get some lunch. We'll be right back." We were gone literally maybe 45 minutes. And we get back, and we could hear screaming down the hall from her room. We walk into her room, and Mary is on her hands and knees, crawling up the headboard of the bed,
Panting like a dog.
screaming, "That Lamaze bitch lied. This does not work." And then I swear her head spun all the way around. And she looks at her husband, Paul, and she's like, "Get the checkbook and go write the epidural guy a check now." And I remember holding up my finger going, "We'll come back later." And Paul was like, no, do not leave. Do not leave me with her." And Mary's head spun back around and screams, "Get out!" And we were like, "Yeah, we're leaving. We're going to listen to her, not you."
We're out of here.
So, 5 pounds, 6 ounces, 7 pounds, 4 ounces, 8 pounds, 6 ounces, and 7 pounds, 4. How do y'all remember all this? You have, like, a gaggle of children.
Because when you have children, you remember every single thing about it, except the exact nature of the pain of getting them into the world. Because we are designed to have children. Immediately after the birth of our children, our body releases an endorphin that erases the memory of it from our body. That's why when you hear women describe labor, they're like, well, having a baby is kind of like, well, I guess it's like passing a watermelon. But they don't know what that really feels like. Because the body erases it so that we'll have more.
Good night, Aaron.
Species. Night, Aaron.
Good night, sweet dreams.
Yeah,
See
please
you
don't have
tomorrow.
children. He took away my warm swimming pool.
Do what?
I was laughing at Allison's comment.
Well, no wonder. Oh, warm swimming pool. Yeah,
See, now,
I guess that's one way to look at it.
Do you want to know why I'm so attached to Shay Shay? I brought her.
Awesome kid.
I brought her into the world.
Oh.
I delivered her.
Wow.
And I delivered her brother too, the middle child.
Wow.
It was only the third one that the doctor decided to show up for.
Well, at least he made it for one. So did you get his pay?
No, but you know what? The two that I delivered came home. The one he delivered stayed in the hospital for 4 days.
Isn't that something? Wow.
And I refused because she was under her dad's insurance for the first one. And the doctor sent the bill for the delivery. I refused to pay that bill. I was like, he didn't deliver it. I even got the nurse in the hospital to sign an affidavit that he wasn't anywhere around when that baby was delivered.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
because the nurse was trying to get him there, and he
Mhm.
was golfing. He's like, I'll be there soon. I'll be there soon. I'll be there soon. And his behind didn't show up. And so she goes, Mom, come here for a minute. We stepped out of the room and she goes, well, how much longer do you think she's going to be before she has this baby? Because I can call an intern. And I opened up the door and I looked and I saw my granddaughter crowning. And I went, oh, right about now.
Uh-oh.
And she was her first day on labor and delivery. She's like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I said, just give me a glove. I don't even care. Just give me a glove.
Wow.
I took the chuck. I wiped it down. I grabbed the baby's head and I said, sweetheart. She goes, Mom, I want to push. I said, that's exactly what you're going to do.
Whew.
And she pushed that baby out and the head came right out. And I said, okay, stop pushing, honey. I need you to pant. And the nurse was standing there terrified. And I said, lady, get me a pair of scissors and the clamps off that delivery tray.
Wow.
And she came over and we clamped the umbilical cord and I pulled it up from around Shay's neck and we cut it. And I picked her up and put her right on her mom's tummy. And then the doctor walked in and it was a little intern guy. And he walked in and he went, somebody said I needed to come down here for labor and delivery. And we were like, just deliver the placenta and stitch it.
Ooh.
And with the second one, he came out like Superman, hand first.
Wow.
So I'm like sitting there playing with his hand and he's grabbing my pinky. And Alex is like, what are you doing? I'm playing with my grandson. Go away. And he started to come out. I had the same labor and delivery nurse. We had him in the same hospital, same nurse. And she walked in and she goes, oh, are we going to have another one? I said, we might. She goes, I'm better now. I said, really? She goes, yeah, I've had a few births. I said, all right, well, let's do this.
Oh, Lord, no, I could never. My grandmother worked labor and delivery, and she absolutely loved it. She had so many awesome stories. Actually, she worked at a hospital in Hot Springs, Arkansas, and her boss was Virginia Clinton, who also happened to be good God, I just spaced. I'm
Bill
so
Clinton.
sleepy. Bill Clinton's mother.
Yep.
And my grandparents thought the absolute world of that woman because my mom and my aunt were the youngest two still at home when they lived there. And Miss Virginia would buy every person, she would buy my grandparents and my mom and my aunt a Christmas present every year. And they just thought she was like a fairy godmother or something. But she, when I see her in pictures when they were little, she reminded me of Elvis's mom.
Yeah.
Because she had the black dyed hair kind of in the beehive, you know?
Yeah.
And she wore the red lipstick. She was an attractive lady. But my grandpa always referred to Bill as that snotty little shit.
That snotty little shit.
Because he was in Harvard. He was at Harvard at the time. And, you know, when he was out of school, he would come home and he would visit his mom at work up at she was a nurse anesthetist, by the way. And my grandfather had just gotten out of the military, and he was what do you call it? He was a med surge tech or whatever. And my grandmother was a nurse, and Bill Clinton would come up there and visit, and my grandpa couldn't stand him because he would shake everybody's hand and tell them, I'm going to be the president one day. And they would just like roll their eyes like, yeah, Bill, whatever. But he showed them.
And a damn fine president he was, too.
He was. I mean, personally, he was kind of a scab, but he was a good president. Very brilliant, smart man.
See, you know what I always like to think about Bill Clinton's presidency? I think Hillary would have made a hell of a president because she did the first 8 years doing great.
Right.
Because I always just pictured her like in a black leather corset with Bill on the desk and a little whip in her hand going, bad Billy, bad Billy.
Oh, Lord. Thank you for that visual, Els. That'll stay with me for a while.
Night, Deidre.
Good night, Deidre.
I mean, can't you just see it now? He's all tied up with a ball gag.
Oh.
And she's just standing behind him going, bad president, bad president.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, good Lord. All right. We've been on here for 3.5 hours.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, it's time. We got to go say hi to Stacy.
We got to go and run over and say hi to Stacy. So, you know what, guys? We love you all. Until the next time, do us a favor. If you're still hanging around and you haven't done so, hit our red buttons. Definitely go over to One-Legged Witchy Woman. Hit her red button. She just got her 200. Now we're in a race to 250. Like me, ring our bells, share us. We're crazy old broads. Till the next time. Bye-bye, guys.
Good night, y'all.